everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Code and Light. So in today's video we will learn how to create a Dino jump game. So let's get started. So let's open scratch.mit.edu. So if you're watching the video for the first time, please check out my previous videos, as well as if you don't know how to sign up for Scratch, I have already created a video on my channel. Please go and check it out, and also I'll put it here so you can click on it and watch it. And also please make sure you're logged into your account, otherwise your project will not be saved. Right, so first we're going to click on create. So we are going to create a Dino jump game today. So let me type Dino jump game. So I have renamed my project as Dino jump game. So for Dino jump game, you must have heard or played before when the power is up or your network is not stable in Chrome or anywhere. So you will be able to play the game, the Dino jump game. So here we are going to create it. We're going to learn how to create it. Now I'm going to delete the cat, as we don't need the cat, and we're not going to drag and drop from here. Let's say we can just create our own backdrop. So we'll also learn how to create our own backdrops today. So we'll click on, you have to click on this section over here, and then you will find this option backdrops over here. So when we click on backdrops here, you can use the square here and make the outline as 0, and then you can click on fill and you can choose one color of your choice. Right, I would like to choose something in blue. So now I'm going to drag and draw a square here. Now I am going to choose one more color. So I'm going to choose something in green like this, and I'm going to draw a square again. So it looks like this. Now I'm going to draw a sun. So to draw a sun, you need two colors. So you're going to click on this. You have to click on this if you want to choose two shades, and I'm going to click on this. So first shade, I'm going to choose something like orange, and here it is going to be completely yellow. So I have chosen the color properly now, and I'm going to draw a circle. Yes, so my backdrop is now ready, and I'm going to rename this as Play BG in the sense background. Now I'm going to right click, duplicate, and I'm going to type U1. Maybe I will choose something in very dark green, and I'm going to type U1. Make it bigger. Like this. So now I'm going to change this to U1BG. So there are two backgrounds. So when the green flag is clicked, it has to switch the backdrop to Play BG. So I'm going to do the coding for the same. When green flag is clicked, switch backdrop to Play BG. Now I'm going to add the sprites here. So I'm going to choose animals, and we have a lot of dinosaurs here. So I'm just going to choose this dinosaur 4 and place it here, and reduce the size as well to 50. Oh, 50 is too small, so maybe I'll change the size to somewhere around 80 maybe. Yeah, 80 works. So I'm going to place this here, and we need one more sprite, which is a tree. So we already have a tree here, so I'm going to use this tree and reduce the size to 50. Yeah, so I think it looks too much here, so maybe I'm going to reduce the size more to like 30 maybe. 40 works. Yeah, so 40 works. I'm going to place this here and keep changing the Y location. Yes, so I have placed it here. So the Y is -5 here. So I have placed the tree and the dinos are properly. So you can see I have placed it properly now, and I'm going to do the coding. When the green flag is clicked, the dinosaur should go to the position that I have given. In the same way, the tree as well. So when the green flag is clicked, it has to go to the X and Y position that we have provided. Next, so we are going to create something called as variable. I have already taught you in the previous video. So let me delete this. Make a variable as score and one more variable for dino life. So I have two variables today. One is dino life and the other one is score. So I'm going to place the score here and dino life here. Dino life here somewhere, at least here. You can place it anywhere you want it also. Don't have to follow the exact same thing what I'm doing. You can make changes on your own. So now I'm going to set the dino life to 3 and set the score to 0. In the beginning the score should be 0. Oh sorry, I have to do this in the dinosaur. I'm going to send this to dinosaur here and it is added here, right? So it is added and the dino life is set to 3, if you can see here when I just click on this. Right now when the up arrow key is pressed, the dinosaur should jump, right? So we're going to add a if statement here. If statement, if the dino life is greater than 0. So I'm going to go to operators, and if the dino life is greater than 0, then it has to glide. So about gliding means moving. It has to move. So I want it to move up first. So I'm going to change the location. It is 35 right now. I'll keep 50 and check. 50 is very less. So maybe 150. 150 is too much. 130. Let me place this here so that we know if it is not touching the tree. Yeah, so I think that location works well. So now I'm going to add glide to the position, and it is going to wait for something around, maybe wait for 0.15 seconds. It has to stay there for 1.5 seconds and then it has to glide, means come down to the same position that is here. So you can add, go to glide back to the position. Right now we will go to the coding for tree. So now here we have the tree coding we have done. Just go to X and Y, it isn't right now. So now after this, if the dino life is greater than 0, it has to glide again. So I'm going to add if statement. So if the dino life is greater than 0, so if the dino life is less than 0, then it is not going to work. So if the dino life is greater than 0, then it has to glide from here, from this end to till this end. So it is 242 and -5. So I'm going to change the axis to -242. So it is going to glide till here. So I'm going to add glide to the position it is in right now. And after that, again it has to go back to the same position, which means here, the plus. Then it has to broadcast score. So broadcast means it is sending a message as score. Okay, so I'm going to add when I receive score here, it has to change the score by 1. So it has to increase the score by 1, and then coming back to tree, it has to hide. The tree should not be visible for us. Then it has to switch the costume. You can add switch costume, or else you can have the same costume. You can have different costumes for the tree. You can duplicate this and do it. But then now I think it's fine. So now I'm going to add wait. So it has to wait random seconds. So I'm going to add wait. Pick 0 to, let's say, 1.5 seconds, maybe. That works. So it is going to wait from 0 to 1.5 seconds randomly, and then it is going to show up. Okay, so for this, now very importantly, if we are not adding the loop, it is not going to work, right? Then again, we're going to add when the green flag is clicked. When the green flag is clicked, if touching the dinosaur. So if the tree is touching the dinosaur, what should happen? We're going to do the coding for that. If touching dinosaur, then change the dino life by -1. It is going to decrease the dino life, and then again we're going to just duplicate this and put it right here. So dino life is, if the dino life is greater than 0, then it has to keep gliding, otherwise it has to stop. For that, we also have to add loop again here. And here, we're not going to do anything for now. And then going back to the dinosaur, we're going to do the coding. So if the dino life is less than 0, then the game should be over, right? So we're going to add, if the dino life is less than 0, then set the dino score to 0, or I think let the score show up, but the life should be 0, and then it has to broadcast a message, game over. New message as game over, right? Then it has to wait for let's say 0.5 seconds, and it has to stop everything. Stop all. So now what should happen? When I receive game over, it has to hide. It has to hide. So in the same way, we're going to drag this and put it in the tree as well. Okay, then now here in the backdrop. So when I receive game over, it has to change the backdrop to switch backdrop to U1BG, or you can add you lost BG, anything. So for now you can add U1 because we have not set the score targets here. So once it is done with 3 lives, then it is U1. That's all. So now let me view it in the presentation mode and show you how the project looks like. So let me click on the green flag. Oh, it seems to be, it's moving very, very slowly. So I'm going to change this and put maybe 1 second. It's going very slowly. Okay, I'm going to change this one to 0.5. So within 0.5 seconds it has to go up. And even this one, here we'll keep it 0.15 itself. Oh, it still seems to be touching 0.2, 0.2. So within 0.2 seconds it has to go home. Again it seems to be touching, so we'll keep 1 second. It's still touching. Let's see. Oh, 1 second seems to be really too long, so maybe we'll keep it for 0.5 seconds. That should be working. Let's see. So the tree is coming very, very fast, picking randomly. So I'm going to change the timer to 0.02 seconds. can see how it looks like. You're increasing your score now. Yes, so my dino life is 1 right now. Yes, it is decreasing to 0. It has to wait and it will show you 1 here. It is showing. Where is my broadcast? Game over. Why is it not changing my backdrop? There's some error. Let's see if it is going to work or not. So only once it has to change here. It has to decrease the score by -1, right? So when it decreases, when it is less than 0, we have added, right? Let me check. Yeah, when the lion dino is less than 0, it has to broadcast game over. When I receive game over, switch back to 1 BG, but the BG is not being changed. This is the only thing that we need to check. When I receive game over, hide. When I receive game over, hide. So it should be working. Let's see. If it is not working for you, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much. Hope you all enjoyed the video. See you in the next video. Bye.